Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of our Let's Play of Dwarf Fortress version 0.42.03, I believe. We've entitled this fortress Nutsglaze because, well, whenever we were hitting the random button for names, it popped up and we thought it was funny. There wasn't really any theme for this fortress. There isn't really any theme aside from just checking out the new stuff. And I guess that's kind of a good thing because, you know, there have been a few strange things that have happened already in the fortress. Probably the biggest, most strangest thing that we've had happen so far that would have definitely affected a theme game was whenever we reloaded the game and the caravan just said, F it, I'm out. Which was very odd. I've not had that happen to me before, but a few of you have replied and said that that is kind of a thing, like where caravans will either they'll sense like kind of like a hostile presence or something. I'm not like talking about like a poltergeist or something, but like they'll you know, like maybe like an anaconda or something attacks them basically, or threatens attack, and they're like, we're out. So I don't know. It could have been that. It could have been a bug. It's hard to say. I've never had it happen before, but you know, a lot of times I do put my trade depot inside. This time my trade depot is outside, so I'm guessing, or we know that it would be much more likely for a trade caravan to come under fire when it was outside. Okay, so it is spring. It's the first day in the second month. I think we got a pretty big migrant wave in the last episode, but I don't think we've gotten a caravan yet, so let's go ahead and just let the game roll here, and while we just kind of talk a little bit. So it looks like we need some doors, right? Whoa. Nice. Apparently I decided to use beds as doors, you know, because that's what we do. We use beds as doors. A custard apple wood bed as a door. That's a little bit weird. First, I think that's the first time I've done that. I'm not 100% sure. So, alright, let's go back through and actually put some doors on this thing now. So I think they'll have to yank the beds first in those two spots, but we can at least lay down some doors in these open spots where they didn't put down any beds. I guess we can put some doors through here too. Probably could have done without doors on the interior doors between the stockpiles and the workshops. I think our mason's workshop is currently occupied. Did we, okay. It's hard to tell if it's floor or wall you're looking at with that silt. I could build another mason's workshop. But I don't know if it's necessary. I don't know if I should. This is an awful lot of doors that we're going to be building. What we could do is we could put a workflow constraint in at the mason's workshop to where it'll keep churning out doors until we have a certain amount in our stockpile. Could do that. But right now nothing's going to come out because Uvash has a strange mood, so he's working furiously. Hell, I can't even get at the workshop right now. It's like, oh no, this dude, because he's working so furiously, you just like don't even want to like step in there. It's like feeding a Tasmanian devil or something. It's just gonna rip your hand off. So what I'm thinking we might do here. Oh, well, he made a masterwork door. Perfect. Wonder who's gonna be the lucky dwarf that gets that door for a while. What we'll do is, once we actually have some kind of a noble that requires a pretty nice room, we'll find the door, and then we'll put it on there, one of their rooms. Okay. Let's, I'm sorry I keep yawning, guys. Let's construct a rock door, and then we'll put, oh yeah, enable it. Probably need to turn auto labor back on too. 5 to 10's fine. Let me get auto labor. Make sure auto labor's up. Auto labor 1. Boop. Oh yeah, it was disabled. So let me make sure that Auto Butcher is running. Auto Butcher start. There we go. Seems like in the older version of LNP that I had, that like Auto Labor and Auto Butcher were carrying over between like when I would load the game. So it's kind of, I don't know, it's not carrying over now. I'm thinking that we're gonna put coffins here. It's a little eerie to think, well, you know, right across from your bedroom is going to be the dead body of somebody, but these are dwarves. Dwarves are not normal. I promise I will not. After this video, I'm going to like stand up and go stretch and get something to drink and run around the block and drink a lot of coffee or something. Look, actually, that kind of works out perfectly. So we'll have to make some coffins too. The reason I'm doing this is because we still have not found, I mean, Dodoc. Dodoc is dead, okay? Zed's dead. He's dead, he ain't coming back. So we're probably gonna have to get a slab for him pretty soon and lay it in here. And we can go ahead and get some coffins in here to get them ready. Did we ever get that bowyer going? We did. Okay. I want to add a new task, and I want to make wooden crossbows on repeat so that we can get our quality up on our crossbows before we actually need to have the quality up. We still do not have an anvil yet, which we'll be waiting till the fall for that. So we can't smith anything, but we're furiously smelting. Oh, it's cluttered. Yeah, that's going to slow that down. So we want to probably set up a stockpile. What's this stockpile? What's this? Bar block bin. Just coal. Okay. Tell you what, let's set up another bar block stockpile over here. And this will be for metal. Metal bars. Maybe that'll clear it up. I don't know. We probably need to make some bins. So let's make some wooden bins. Actually, you know what? Let's not and say we did remove. I really do need to start making better use of the workflow constraints because, you know, it's not fun to micro. There's enough in this game that you have to micro already. So why not add more to that? So let's just go ahead and make as much use as we can out of the workflow constraints. So the only reason I don't sometimes like to do the workflow constraints is that inevitably you're going to end up with a smattering of things that are just going to sit in a workshop. Whereas if you manage it yourself, then you can have empty space still yet in your workshop. But this is probably better. It frees me up to do things that are a little bit more entertaining. I don't think we need to keep 5 to 10. I'm thinking maybe like 2 to 4 extra. Yeah, you don't need that much lead time on the bins. Is there anything else that we should keep on a... You know, it probably wouldn't be a bad idea to keep wooden barrels on a constraint, but a really small constraint, like 1 to 2. And then it also wouldn't be a bad idea to keep buckets. Same way. You always need buckets. You need some buckets kicking around just in case somebody gets ill. Which, you know, we saw that at the start of this campaign. We had some problems. So, it's always a good idea to keep... I turned down my volume a little bit. It's always a good idea to keep some cages around. You know, we're probably gonna put a lot of things in here, but it's probably gonna be really small quantities, you know? Just a little bit of everything in case we do decide that we want to do something. Let's make some animal traps too. Again, 1 to 2. And then beds, yep. Beds are good to keep around. 2 to 4. The reason I'm putting these so low is, like I said, I don't want to have I don't want my stockpile to just be bursting forth with crap. Okay, we already did bins. Usually I make, you know, like, I make weapon racks and tables and stuff like that out of rock. Enormous spiked wooden ball. I heard those are pretty good for trade goods. Wooden bookcase. Yeah, I'll keep a few wooden bookcases around. That sounds pretty good. We are wanting to set up a library at some point. We want to kind of see, you know, some of the different stuff that's available to us. All right, so let's just, since we're doing this, let's just take a tour around and get some different things put on workflow constraint. It's probably a good idea to keep a rock armor stand or 2 around. For barracks, so we're just going to say new constraint range 1. 0 to 1? Nah, I don't know if it's going to do it. 1 to 2. And then we'll keep some rock blocks around. 2 to 4. Yeah. We want to keep some chairs. 2 to 4. Coffins. Whoa, no, not a rhyolite coffin. Cancel. Yeah. Add coffin. There we go. And probably just 1 to 2 for coffins as well. Doors, I think we already have in there. Grates, cabinets. Yeah, rock cabinets. So maybe we should make a second mason. I don't know, this is a lot. It's going to be busy for a while. Rock coffers is good to have around because when you start having nobles, you're going to have these. And statues, yeah, it's probably a good idea to keep a few statues kicking around. And we do need a slab. Tables, of course. I think we're gonna run out of slots. Yeah, we're out of slots. Look at that crap. There's a lot of stuff that you can do this, you can do here. What do we have? What is this? Bull horns, bones. Why is this all suspended? Unsuspend that stuff. Okay, well, unfortunately we can't do workflow constraints with this stuff. That is unfortunate. But, we just have to re-up it every now and again. In here, we have shear animal and spin thread. I'm confused. I don't know about the Farmer's Workshop or not, whether you can set it to... I think it's kind of like the Jeweler's Workshop, is like Like if you do like a shear animal job and hit on repeat, it's going to do it as long as it has something to shear, but then when it doesn't have something to shear, it's going to suspend it, and I don't think it unsuspends it when the animal becomes ready to be sheared again. Correct me if I'm wrong. If you guys know different, especially with the Jewel Crafters Workshop, let me know, but the way I understand it, the way I've seen it happen before, is that, like, it's like it is with the jewels. The ones that I canceled out of there, if I never went back in there, it would just stay suspended, even though we have those things, so... Let's go ahead and just set up some repeat jobs for, all this stuff that we like. We may not have any... I think we already have ash in there. Is it still cluttered? Still cluttered. Yeah, we've probably got a ton of bars here. I think we don't want that to be cluttered, so let's go ahead and set up something here. Maybe like right here. Like yay. And then maybe that'll help. Might still be cluttered. I mean, we've been smelting for a while now, so. Okay, we're making wooden crossbows. We're making wooden bolts. Okay, so we do have 2 craft stores set up. Good. Good. This is our ashery, so we're making potash. We are rendering fat, so that means we must have just killed an animal. Oh my god, look at all that meat. What is all this meat from? Is it... I bet we're hunting those yaks. That's what's happening. Meat. Yak meat. Wolverine meat. Yeah, great. Good, good. Well, that actually... Oh my god, look at the drink. It's only 1? Unsuspend. Brew me some drink. Now. Right meow. Okay, there we go. Oh, man. We don't want our dwarves to be going thirsty, that's for sure. Okay. What do we got here? These already assigned? I think they are. That one's not. It's strange. Yeah, make some drinks right meow. No drinks. We're out of drinks. We're officially out of drinks. Sound the alarm. Wee wee wee. Okay, we have 5 drinks. Look at them all swarm. They're probably all going to swarm it there. I bet we have to keep more drinks on hand because of our tavern. I'm betting. I could be wrong. Let me know if I am. Or maybe that's like a thing that it makes sense to me. If you're having visitors, they're going to be here. They're going to be drinking, so you probably need to have more drink on hand. But maybe that's a feature that's going to come in down the road. I don't know. So everybody's pretty dang busy here, guys. I'm pretty happy with this. Let's go ahead and do some easy meals. Since we've got so much meat, fish, good stuff, let's go ahead and get some easy meals rolling. And that way our cook can start building up some skill. And then whenever we finally get a lot of food in, we can start making those lavish meals. We're going to sell those things. We're going to eat them and we're going to sell them. So, we still cluttered here? We are still cluttered. We really do need to get that forge set up so we can start banging out some armor. Oh, that reminds me. So we have the great mystery of the lost engraver that we've never found, right? So somebody suggested to me, they said that Frankie was a vampire. Now, I'm going to go ahead and pause this. Now, I've found vampires before. There are kind of cheaty ways that you can find vampires. I think there's a way you can do it through Dwarf Therapists. Like, I can't remember what it is. It's been a while. But I think you can, I think there's an option here where you can go in and you can, I can't remember. I felt like there was a way, or maybe it's just in the base UI. But anyways, I've found some vampires before. Typically the way that you find vampires is you look at them if you want to do it the right way. I mean, there are probably even some people that would say that using Therapist to find vampires is kind of cheaty. But what I would say to that is that really Therapist is just, as long as you don't tweak the settings, Therapist is just an easier to understand visualization of what is in the game already. So you're not really cheating, you know, you're not bending the rules, in my opinion. You're just making it easier on yourself. You know, like if everything that's in Therapist here, you can see in the game too. It's just a little bit more obtuse to get to it, you know, like all this stuff is not just, you know, Therapist specific. Like when we look here at Bomb Wreck and it's going to tell us, you know, all of the things that Bomb Wreck is thinking. That's in the game. You can find that in the game, like all this stuff. So it's not really giving you any kind of an edge. Anyways, normally how I find a vampire is I think I've mentioned this before, but normally when vampires come to your fortress, they possess a large amount of skills, and their social skills are usually super, like there's a lot of them, like they have a ton of them. And also, now this may have changed. Toady may have changed this because, you know, it was made it kind of easy to find vampires, but they would come in with kills. And Frankie here has no kills. If you go to military, Frankie has no kills. Now, when I was looking at Frankie, I did notice that it said, where does it say? It said witnessing death ×4, nothing upon witnessing death. Now that actually kind of did make me think, maybe. But if you remember, we've killed 4 things. We've killed 2 anacondas, and we've killed 2. What was it? The other thing that got killed? 2 what? 2 water buffaloes. Maybe he saw that. 2 yaks, 1 wolverine. Upu. That wasn't even here. Upu partner covered the human. I don't know why you killed a human, but you don't have any skills, so I don't think you're a vampire. Also, something that makes me think Frankie's not a vampire is if you look up there, it talks about Frankie drinking booze, and vampires don't drink booze, so they don't get drunk. They don't. So they would not have any of that euphoric due to inebriation, etc., etc. Unless Toady is changing up the game to make it a little harder to find vampires. I don't know. I can't remember how it is that you used to be able to find the vampires. I didn't really mean to click that, but I did. I can't remember. You guys probably know. Like, is vampire or something like that. Anyways, so there could very well be a vampire in here. Frankie might be a vampire, you know. I'm not saying he's not, but from what I've seen before, all signs point to not being a vampire. I mean, there are some things that you can't see in Therapists. So like if we go, where's Frankie? Down here, cutting pyrite. If we view the unit and then hit R for relationships. Master? What? Master? What? Apparently Frankie and Dwarf Comic and Fried Donut are like good friends, so Master. He's he's an apprentice under Ficod Cave Claude, but I don't think Ficod's a citizen. Because I couldn't view him. Normally, also, if you look here, a way that you can... Interesting. Huh. Well? I was going to say, normally a way that you can do that is if they've been a former member of a lot of different things. Former member... He is currently more rude. He is currently more confident. He is currently more shameless. He is unfocused after being unable to pray to Etur heated torch. A lot of this stuff I haven't seen before. His sideburns are clean shaven. What? I guess, does that mean he doesn't have any sideburns? Or does that mean that his sideburns are very well kept? He has a very long mustache, is arranged in double braids. Hey, props on that. His very long beard is arranged in double braids. His very long hair is arranged in double braids. He loves double braids. He has a low voice. His narrow ears have large hanging lobes. His ochre eyes are slightly protruding, so he's bug-eyed. His nose bridge is slightly convex. His hair is flax. His skin is tan. Flax means like blonde. Interesting. Yeah, it even tells you he didn't feel anything after seeing a water buffalo cow die. Yeah. Okay. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. It wouldn't be a bad thing if it was made a little bit harder to figure out who's a vampire, but... Okay, let's back out of this. Well, I guess we'll put a cut in there, and in the next video, I'm thinking we're going to see what other workshops we might need to get set up. How are we looking on bedrooms? We might need to build some more bedrooms, right? Yes. No. No, we're okay. We have 15 unknown bedrooms, so I think we're going to be okay. And hopefully a caravan, even just to get the just to have the option of buying some things in the spring. I mean, variety is good, and we can get wood from the elves. I'm hesitant to do any more mining because we've been so dang busy. I mean, we've been running like not very many idlers at all. Otherwise, I would do more mining, but I guess we just have a lot of hauling going on right now. So, as always, thank you guys so much for joining me, and until next time, game on.